Hey Leo, welcome to your weekly forecast for March 8th through the 14th. This is going to be for Leo, Sun, Moon, and Rising. If you happen to fall upon this video outside of the time frame I just mentioned, don't you worry your pretty little heads, my dear. You found this video when you were meant to find it and when there were messages for you. These are general readings, so not every single message is going to resonate, but take what does and leave the rest. Let's go ahead and see what's happening for the Leo collective. Alrighty, my darling Leos, let's get right on into it. Alright, so your first card here is the Two of Wands. This is decisions and choices and really the need to take time before you decide what you want to do. Two of Wands can also indicate business partnerships. This could be two people coming together, and this could be beginning to kind of venture out into some kind of business partnership. Or if it's not a business partnership, you might be kind of getting through or navigating the current world scene through the help of someone else. Maybe you guys are coming together to get out of a uncomfortable living situation, to start like your own, or some way in which you might be like making an agreement to help each other. Now, Two of Wands can also indicate that there is an offer coming your way, and you have to think carefully before accepting this offer. It could be a business offer, it could be a romantic offer, but if it is a romantic offer, this person is seeking to gain from you in some way. And that is the message with the Two of Wands, is you have to look at what are you giving, how is it benefiting the other person, and what are you getting back. Sometimes with the Two of Wands, you need to be cautious that you're not getting shortchanged in a situation. You know, maybe you're being offered a job, or maybe you're being given an opportunity to be promoted. This is a good time to do your research. You know, what is expected in that role, in the area that you live in. What do people in the area that you live in typically get paid for that kind of work? What is the market value? Or if you're selling a business or selling an idea, what is the market value? What do these kinds of things go for? Because sometimes with the Two of Wands, somebody can see you like they're going to really, really benefit from you, and you have no clue. You have no idea. They know the value and the worth of what you're bringing to the table, but they also know that you don't. So, you know, this is a good time to, like, you know, educate yourself, right? What are you bringing to the table? What is it worth? It's also a good time to define boundaries, right? Maybe somebody is telling you, and this has come up. I don't know if it was for you guys or for another sign, but this came up a while ago. It's coming up again, so really pay attention if it was for you guys, Leo. But it can be that somebody's like saying, "Oh, okay, yeah, you know, you're having a hard time right now. Let me give you some work. You can help me out with my business." Or, you know what, I know you're having a hard time. You can come and stay with me, and you can just help me around the house, or, you know, help me with my kids, you know, since you're here, and I won't charge you any rent. That might sound like a great arrangement, but you have to look at, what does that mean? Right? Like, what are the hours? Is there time in which it's understood that you're not on call 24/7? You know, you might be walking into a situation where all of a sudden you're on call 24/7. You know, you're like, okay, sure, I'll help you around the house. And they're like, oh, can you please go up and, you know, fix the roof? And you're like, wait a minute. I wasn't thinking about fixing the roof when I said I was going to help you around the house, right? So it's a good time to get very clear on what that means. What does that mean, right? Like, what are the expectations? So setting down the rules is going to be a good thing to do. Your next card here, my dears, is the Justice card. So see, this is a major arcana card, obviously, but it does come with the connotation at times of contracts and agreements. So there is an offer coming your way. And for many of you, this is going to be something very long-term because it is a major arcana card. Major arcana cards come up when we're at a significant crossroads. We're at a significant new chapter in our life. So these are energies that are going to be around for a while. right? This isn't something that's just going to be here for the week of the 8th through the 14th. This is going to be around for a while. So it's a good idea for you to get that figured out. Get the details worked out. Don't commit to something and then have your expectations be completely different than what you're walking into. Justice card for me is also a card about fairness, balance, and boundaries. Sometimes with the Two of Wands, you're in a situation where something is not fair or something is not equal and it needs to be balanced. And the Justice card is about balancing those scales. So Leo, I feel like you guys are coming into, I don't know, I'm not going to say a transition of power. Maybe you guys have had that in the past where you've been in situations with coworkers or family members or even romantic partners where you feel like you get bullied or pushed around a lot, and then you kind of stand up and you don't mean to be, but you start taking over and you start being kind of harsh. And then you're like, whoa, I don't like that either. Like, I don't want to be how they're being, right? And so this is like, it doesn't have to be one person towering over the other or taking turns towering over each other. This is about balance. This is about fairness. Like, we're equals here. Like, we're equals. Neither one has to jump through hoops for the other. Okay? Justice card also has to do with fairness and balancing your head and your heart. If you've found, Leo, that it's been difficult and challenging for you in your life because you feel like, you know, damned if you do, damned if you don't. I listen to my heart and I get burned. I listen to my head and I'm bored to tears. I'm unsatisfied in my life. Like, I don't know what to do. So the Justice card is making that balanced decision, being able to bring in both factors, like being able to follow your heart, but to follow it with a clear plan, to follow it in a logical way, right? To kind of think ahead. How can this be done in a way that it can succeed, in a way that it can be long lasting? Some of you could be dealing with a Libra, okay, because Libra is associated with the Justice card. If you have a Libra placement, that area of your life could be kind of out of balance right now, and you're being encouraged to find balance in that area of your life. Your next card here, my darlings, is the King of Wands, and this is that beautiful fiery Leo energy. Okay, King of Wands is going to be very much the self-made man, the self-starter, very entrepreneurial energy here, right? This can be a businessman, but business in terms of creative things, right? Not businessman in terms of finances and stocks, and maybe some of you have had income coming in from something creative, from some side hustle that grew, and now maybe you're trying to think about investments. Now you're trying to think about where to put it and how to make it grow and how to invest it. So some of you may be in that energy. You might be kind of trying to get familiar with investing. So do your research, do your homework. Don't get shortchanged. Don't get taken advantage of. King of Wands here also could indicate that some of you are looking for a partnership because of the Two of Wands and the Justice card. You might be looking for a partnership with somebody else. And King of Wands is, you know, being in your confidence. Like I said, knowing what you're bringing to the table, knowing what you're offering so that you're not getting shortchanged. Coming into the characteristics of the King of Wands. The King of Wands is very, very, very ambitious, very passionate, very courageous, very creative. And he's also, I don't want to say Robin Hood, because he's not taking from anybody. Everything he has, he's making for himself. But he's somebody who is coming into the energy of doing well for the community or helping others, like showing others the way. So maybe some of you are thinking about, I just heard master class. Maybe some of you are thinking of starting some kind of master class or some kind of help for other entrepreneurs. Maybe some of you are thinking about mentoring or guiding or helping others, specifically if you have grown up in a community that doesn't have a lot of opportunities, right? Because that's the whole thing with the King of Wands. He creates opportunity. He's never had anything handed to him, right? He's never had anything handed to him. He's had to work really hard for everything he has, and he's had to create solutions, create opportunities in a place where there just weren't any chances, any opportunity. So you might be learning how to do this, and you might be feeling like you want to help or teach others. Some of you might be coming across a King of Wands kind of energy who's going to be mentoring you or showing you the way, or you're manifesting someone who's going to kind of help you in terms of business. Now, be careful if you are working with someone who is mentoring you or helping you with your ideas. It's a good thing for you to do. Maybe you want to go and get some copyrights in place, or you want to make sure that your work is legally protected so that nobody along the way can say, oh, that's a good idea, I'm going to take it for myself, you know? So protect that which you're putting out there. King of Wands for other ones of you is just about kind of in this energy, feeling empowered, coming into your power, and embracing the things that make you happy, going after the things that you're passionate about. This could also be, I feel for some of you, a really big root chakra unblocking. And so there could be some physical energies that are coming to the surface here, where maybe you're feeling like you want to go out there and find a partner to explore that with. But I don't focus on love and romance in the weekly forecasts. I'm just going to say that I feel a little bit of that vibe for some of you from that card. You can check out the love readings in the link if you want to go into that deeper. But here we have the Ace of Pentacles. And Ace of Pentacles, sure enough here, Ace of Pentacles is going to be a new opportunity, an offer, right? Something that's elevating you from your current circumstances. This is going to be something significant, right? A raise, a promotion, a contract, right? Business coming in, new clientele. But it goes much deeper than that for me in my readings. For me in my readings, I've noticed over the years reading for people, Ace of Pentacles comes up to say that you're not just having this new energy coming in, you're breaking out of old energy. You're breaking out of ancestral curses. You're breaking out of negative, like inherited patterns, negative energies you may have inherited, or patterns you may have learned. Just kind of as a kid watching the grown-ups in your life. You're clearing all of that stuff out, and you're coming into new energy. You're coming into higher vibration. You're coming into higher frequency. And some of you are laying down a plan. I feel you're laying down a plan very quietly, where you are protecting your work or your finances in preparation for like a divorce. Like you're setting yourself up to get divorced, but you're wanting to protect that which you've worked for, and you're wanting to kind of make this clean getaway kind of situation. And so and I feel a lot of it is because you're wanting to come into higher energy, just more positivity, more in the terms of the idea of abundance, like the universe is an abundant place, there is enough for all. Whereas some of you may have been dealing, or if it's not a divorce, it could be a living situation or family where it's been like mine, and you're breaking out of that. You're like, nope, I'm going to be in flow. I'm going to be in abundance. I don't want to be with people or around people who are nickel and diming me. I don't want to be around people who are obsessing about money, right? Like, I'll be cautious with my money, I'll be cautious with my finances, but I don't want to live in fear constantly. So I feel some of you are dealing with people or living with a person or in a relationship with a person that have a lot of fear, a lot of like scarcity mentality. And you're like, well, I'm finding that I'm not going to be overly optimistic in a stupid, foolish kind of way where I'm like, la 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 la, everything's gonna be perfect, I'm just gonna believe. Like, you're not naive. You're not naive. You're taking steps. You're in your logic. You're in your planning. You're balancing out. You're thinking. You're analyzing. So you're doing your work. You're not just going into it naively, but you're like, I don't want to live in fear anymore. I don't want to live in fear. So you're laying out the plan to kind of slip out the back door here, some of you, and coming into a new offer. Some of you might be in a business partnership where you're thinking of slipping away and starting your own thing, branching out on your own. And so that's going to be a good thing for you, like I said, to make sure you have your work protected, having the proper legal stuff in place for some of you. You might want to watch your moon sign and rising sign videos. Some weeks those are going to resonate with you more than others. They might add a little extra information that might be helpful. Like I said, if you want love and romance, you can check out the March love readings that are linked in the description. And if you would like a private reading with me, you can go to calendly.com/amethystangelite. I will also have that linked in the description as well. Thanks for watching, my darlings. Bye.